Football has always been about moments, legends, and partnerships that define eras. While individual brilliance often steals the spotlight, history remembers those rare duos who turned teamwork into art and fear into dominance. At Inter Milan, during one of the club's most important rebuilding phases, two strikers emerged not just as goal scorers, but as symbols of revival, belief, and raw power. Their names were Romelu Lukaku and Lautaro Martínez. From the very first moment they shared the pitch, it was clear this was not an ordinary strike partnership. One brought unstoppable physical strength, experience, and leadership. The other delivered aggression, movement, and relentless hunger. Together, they formed a connection that defenders dreaded and fans celebrated. This was not just about goals, it was about chemistry, sacrifice, and understanding built through hard work and trust. Inter Milan, a club rich in history and expectation, had been searching for a return to glory. The pressure was immense. The fans demanded trophies. The league was dominated by rivals, and Europe questioned whether Inter could rise again. In the middle of all this stood Lukaku and Lautaro, two players from different continents, different cultures, united by the same ambition: to win, to dominate, and to restore Inter to its rightful place. This is the story of how power met passion, how strength met intelligence, and how two strikers turned belief into silverware. It is the story of goals, sacrifice, criticism, redemption, and ultimate triumph. This is not just a football tale, it is a reminder that when the right players meet at the right moment, history can be rewritten. So sit back, because this is the story of Romelu Lukaku and Lautaro Martínez, one of the most iconic attacking duos modern football has ever seen. Romelu Lukaku Bolingoli was born on May 13, 1993, in Antwerp, Belgium, into a family where football was not just a sport, but a way of life. His father, Roger Lukaku, was a professional footballer who played in Belgium's top divisions and later in lower leagues, while his mother was deeply supportive of his sporting dreams. Growing up, Lukaku experienced financial hardship, which later became a major source of motivation in his life. He has often spoken openly about how his family sometimes struggled to afford basic necessities and how those early struggles shaped his mentality, discipline, and hunger to succeed. From a very young age, his physical strength, speed, and natural goal-scoring instinct set him apart from other children. Lukaku began his football journey at Romelu Boom, but his talent quickly attracted attention, leading him to Lierse SK, where he continued to develop rapidly. At just 13 years old, he joined Anderlecht's Youth Academy, one of the most prestigious academies in Belgium. There, Lukaku dominated youth competitions, scoring goals at an extraordinary rate that made headlines across the country. His size and power at such a young age caused some to doubt his age, but his performances left no room for skepticism. Anderlecht fast-tracked his development, and it became clear that he was destined for the top level of European football. In 2009, at just 16 years old, Lukaku made his professional debut for Anderlecht, becoming one of the youngest players ever to feature for the club. He made an immediate impact, scoring goals against seasoned professionals and showing remarkable composure in front of goal. During the 2009-10 season, he emerged as Anderlecht's leading striker, helping the club win the Belgian Pro League title. He finished the season as the league's top scorer, an incredible achievement for a teenager, and was named Belgian Ebony Shoe winner. Recognizing the best player of African descent in Belgium. His performances attracted attention from Europe's biggest clubs. And in 2011, Lukaku signed for Chelsea FC in the English Premier League. The move marked a huge step in his career, but his early years at Chelsea were challenging. Despite his potential, Lukaku struggled for regular first-team minutes due to fierce competition and managerial changes. To gain experience, he was sent on loan spells. First to West Bromwich Albion during the 2012-13 season, where he exploded onto the Premier League stage by scoring 17 league goals, becoming one of the league's most feared young strikers. Following his success at West Brom, Lukaku joined Everton on loan for the 2013-14 season, where he continued his remarkable scoring form. He scored 15 Premier League goals, helping Everton finish 5th and qualify for European competition. His impact was so strong that Everton signed him permanently in 2014, making him the club's record signing at the time. During his years at Everton, Lukaku became one of the Premier League's most consistent goal scorers. regularly finishing seasons with 20 goals across all competitions and establishing himself as one of the best strikers in England. In 2017, Lukaku completed a high-profile move to Manchester United, reuniting with manager Jose Mourinho. He enjoyed an impressive debut season, scoring 27 goals in all competitions and helping United finish second in the Premier League. He also played a key role in United's run to the FA Cup final. However, despite his strong goal record, Lukaku faced heavy criticism for his playing style, first touch, and performances in big matches. Over time, his role diminished, and it became clear that a new challenge was needed. That challenge arrived in 2019, when Lukaku joined Inter Milan, a move that proved to be one of the most important decisions of his career. Under the guidance of Antonio Conte, Lukaku transformed into a complete striker, improving his hold-up play, movement, and consistency in big games. He formed a devastating partnership with Lautaro Martínez, and together they became one of Europe's most feared attacking duos. Lukaku scored goals relentlessly in both domestic and European competitions, breaking records and silencing many of his critics during the 2020-21 season. Lukaku played a central role in leading Inter Milan to their first Serie A title in 11 years, ending Juventus' long dominance. He scored 24 league goals, provided numerous assists, and was named Serie A MVP, cementing his status as one of the best strikers in the world. His performances at Inter were widely regarded as the peak of his club career, showcasing his physical power, intelligence, and leadership. In 2021, Lukaku returned to Chelsea in a blockbuster transfer that made him one of the most expensive players in football history. Expectations were extremely high, but his second spell at Chelsea proved difficult. Tactical mismatches, injuries, and off-field controversies affected his form, and he struggled to rediscover the consistency he had shown in Italy. After just one season, he returned to Inter Milan on loan, where he sought to revive his career and confidence following further loan spells, including time at AS Roma. Lukaku continued to demonstrate his goal-scoring ability while adapting to new systems and roles. Despite mixed club fortunes in recent years, he remained a highly valuable striker due to his experience, strength, and proven record at the highest level. His ability to perform in crucial moments, particularly in European competitions, remained a defining trait of his career on the international stage. Lukaku has been a cornerstone of the Belgian national team since making his debut at just 16 years old. He became Belgium's all-time leading goal scorer, surpassing legends of the game and consistently delivering in qualification tournaments and major competitions. He played a vital role in Belgium's third-place finish at the 2018 FIFA World Cup, where he scored crucial goals and showcased his leadership on the global stage. Beyond football, Lukaku is known for his intelligence, humility, and linguistic ability, speaking multiple languages fluently. He has often spoken about the importance of mental strength, discipline, and understanding tactics at a deeper level. His journey from poverty to global stardom has made him an inspirational figure, particularly for young players facing similar struggles. Romelu Lukaku's career is defined by resilience, adaptation, and relentless ambition. From a young boy in Antwerp with a dream to one of the most prolific strikers of his generation, his story is filled with triumphs, setbacks, reinvention, and determination. Regardless of criticism or challenges, Lukaku has consistently proven his ability to score goals at the highest level, leaving an enduring mark on club and international football. Lautaro Javier Martínez was born on August 22, 1997, in Bahia Blanca, Argentina, a city known for producing tough, disciplined athletes. Football ran deep in his family, as his father, Mario Martínez, was a former professional footballer who played in Argentina's lower divisions. From an early age, Lautaro was immersed in the football culture of Argentina, growing up with the ball at his feet and developing a competitive mentality shaped by family influence and local football traditions. Unlike many young players, Lautaro was known not just for talent, but for his seriousness, discipline, and obsession with improvement. Lautaro began his football journey at Liniers, a local club in Bahia Blanca, where his goal-scoring ability quickly became obvious. Even at youth level, he showed a rare combination of aggression, technique, and intelligence. His performances attracted scouts from across Argentina, and in 2014, he joined the Youth Academy of Racing Club, one of the country's historic teams. The move marked a turning point in his career, as racing provided him with the platform to develop both physically and tactically. At Racing Club, Lautaro progressed rapidly through the youth ranks. He was known for his powerful finishing, fearless attitude, and ability to score under pressure. In 2015, he made his professional debut for racing at just 18 years old. But his breakthrough came in the 2016-17 season, when he began scoring consistently in Argentina's top division. By the 2017-18 season, Lautaro had established himself as racing's main striker, scoring crucial goals in domestic competition and the Copa Libertadores. His performances helped Racing win the Argentine Primera Division title, and he quickly became one of the most exciting young forwards in South America. European clubs soon took notice, and in 2018, Lautaro Martínez signed for Inter Milan. Making the leap from Argentine football to Serie A, his arrival in Italy was met with high expectations, but his early months were challenging. Adjusting to the tactical demands, physicality, and defensive discipline of Italian football required patience. Despite limited playing time initially, Lautaro showed flashes of his quality, scoring important goals and proving his ability to compete at a high level. The arrival of Antonio Conte as Inter's head coach in 2019 transformed Lautaro's career. Conte placed immense trust in him and paired him with Romelu Lukaku, forming one of the most effective strike partnerships in Europe. Lautaro evolved into a more complete forward, improving his movement, pressing, link-up play, and tactical awareness. While Lukaku provided physical dominance, Lautaro brought intensity, sharp runs, and clinical finishing. Together, they became the heart of Inter's attacking system. During the 2020-21 season, Lautaro played a key role in Inter Milan's historic Serie A title win, their first in 11 years. While Lukaku often grabbed headlines, Lautaro's contributions were equally vital, as he scored important goals in decisive matches and worked tirelessly for the team. His performances demonstrated maturity beyond his years, and he earned recognition as one of the best young strikers in Europe. The title marked a defining moment in his career and firmly established him at the elite level. Following Lukaku's departure in 2021, Lautaro stepped into a leadership role at Inter, rather than shrinking under pressure. He embraced responsibility, becoming the team's attacking focal point and emotional leader. Over the next seasons, he consistently delivered goals and big performances, helping Inter win Coppa Italia titles, Italian Super Cups, and reach the UEFA Champions League final. His loyalty to Inter, despite strong interest from Europe's biggest clubs, earned him immense respect from fans and teammates alike. Lautaro's goal-scoring continued to improve season after season, and he eventually became Inter Milan's captain, a remarkable achievement for a foreign player in Italian football. As captain, he led by example with relentless work rate, passion, and decisive goals in crucial matches. He also climbed Inter's all-time scoring charts, solidifying his legacy as one of the club's greatest forwards of the modern era. On the international stage, Lautaro Martínez made his debut for the Argentina national team in 2018, initially competing for a place alongside legendary forwards. He gradually earned the trust of the coaching staff. His international career reached new heights as he became part of Argentina's golden generation alongside Lionel Messi. Lautaro played an important role in Argentina's triumphs at the Copa America, the Finalissima, and the FIFA World Cup, contributing goals, assists, and relentless pressing that often went unnoticed but proved vital to team success. While he did not always start in major finals, Lautaro consistently delivered in knockout stages and group matches, scoring crucial goals that helped Argentina progress. His willingness to sacrifice personal glory for team success highlighted his professionalism and tactical intelligence. Winning the World Cup fulfilled a lifelong dream and elevated his status among Argentina's elite footballers. Off the pitch, Lautaro Martínez is known for his humility, discipline, and strong family values. Nicknamed El Toro for his aggressive playing style and strength, he embodies resilience, passion, and determination. Despite global fame, he maintains a grounded personality and focuses heavily on training, recovery, and mental preparation. His professionalism has made him a role model for young players both in Argentina and abroad. Lautaro Martínez's career is a story of steady growth, loyalty, and relentless ambition. From a young boy in Bahia Blanca dreaming of professional football to captaining Inter Milan and lifting the World Cup with Argentina, His journey reflects perseverance and belief. With his best years still ahead of him, Lautaro continues to define himself as one of the most complete and respected strikers of his generation. Leaving a lasting legacy at both club and international level, Romelu Lukaku and Lautaro Martínez share one of the most iconic strike partnerships of modern football. Built on balance, trust, and complementary qualities. Though they came from very different backgrounds, Lukaku from Belgium and Lautaro from Argentina, their shared hunger, discipline, and obsession with winning allowed them to form a connection that went beyond tactics. At Inter Milan, they were not just teammates, but two forwards whose styles blended perfectly. Creating a partnership feared across Italy and Europe, both players arrived at Inter during a period of rebuilding, when the club was determined to return to domestic dominance and European relevance. Under Antonio Conte, Lukaku and Lautaro became the centerpieces of Inter's attacking system. Lukaku's physical power, hold-up play, and ability to dominate defenders created space, while Lautaro's aggressive movement, sharp finishing, and relentless pressing exploited that space. Together, they embodied Conte's philosophy of intensity, discipline, and efficiency. Their greatest shared achievement came during the 2020-21 season, when they played a decisive role in leading Inter Milan to the Serie A title, ending Juventus' 9-year dominance of Italian football. This championship was not just a trophy, but a statement. Lukaku and Lautaro combined for a massive share of Inter's goals that season, consistently delivering in big matches against title rivals. Their partnership was the driving force behind Inter's most successful league campaign in over a decade. As a duo, Lukaku and Lautaro were known for scoring against the strongest opposition. They delivered goals in decisive league fixtures, derbies, and high-pressure matches where margins were thin. Their chemistry allowed Inter to dominate matches both physically and tactically, with Lukaku drawing defenders and Lautaro attacking spaces, or vice versa. Few defensive pairings in Serie A were able to cope with both simultaneously. Beyond goals, what they truly shared was responsibility. Neither striker relied solely on the other to shine. Lukaku contributed assists, penalties, and leadership, while Lautaro brought work rate, pressing, and intelligent positioning. Their teamwork was evident in the way they celebrated each other's goals and consistently prioritized the team over individual recognition. This selflessness strengthened Inter's unity and made their attack unpredictable. In European competition, Lukaku and Lautaro also left their mark. They played a crucial role in Inter's deep runs in continental tournaments, scoring important goals against top European sides. While trophies in Europe proved elusive during their time together, their performances helped re-establish Inter as a serious competitor on the continental stage. Lukaku, in particular, became one of the most consistent European scorers in Inter's history. While Lautaro proved he could perform against elite defenses, individually, both players reached new levels together. Lukaku experienced the most complete and respected period of his career at Inter, earning league MVP honors, while Lautaro developed from a promising talent into a world-class striker and future captain. Their partnership accelerated each other's growth, showing how the right tactical environment and mutual understanding can elevate elite players even further. Another key similarity in their shared journey was how they handled pressure. Expectations at Inter were enormous, and both players faced criticism at different points. Yet together, they responded with performances, goals, and consistency. Their mental strength and resilience were crucial to Inter's success and reflected their shared mentality of proving themselves at the highest level. Ultimately, Romelu Lukaku and Lautaro Martínez will always be remembered as one of Inter Milan's greatest attacking duos. Their shared achievements are not defined only by trophies, but by how they transformed Inter's identity, bringing power, intensity, belief, and dominance back to the club. Together, they didn't just score goals. They restored Inter Milan to the top of Italian football and left a legacy that fans still celebrate. As football continues to evolve, new stars rise and new partnerships form, but only a few combinations leave a permanent mark on the game. Romelu Lukaku and Lautaro Martínez did more than score goals together. They carried responsibility, endured pressure, and delivered when it mattered most. Their partnership was built on respect, sacrifice, and an unspoken understanding that made Inter Milan unstoppable at their peak, even after their paths separated. The legacy of their time together remains untouchable. They ended long-standing dominance, restored belief to millions of fans, and proved that teamwork can elevate greatness into history. For Inter supporters, their goals were not just numbers, they were moments of joy, relief, and pride. For football fans around the world, they were a reminder of what a true strike partnership looks like. Their story teaches us that success is never just about talent. It's about timing, trust, mentality, and unity. Lukaku and Lautaro showed that when players embrace their roles and fight for each other, trophies follow. Their names will forever be linked in Inter Milan's modern history, remembered as the duo that brought the club back to the top of Italian football. If you enjoyed this deep dive into one of football's most iconic partnerships, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss another story like this. We bring you legendary players, unforgettable duos, and the moments that shaped football history. Let us know in the comments which duo you want next, because football has many stories, and we're just getting started.